Welcome to the first class. So today we are going to see something interesting. So let me type Tinkercad. So go to the Tinkercad and you will be having your email. So with the email you can log in. Okay, so I already have a Tinkercad, so it is like opening like this. If you are new to the Tinkercad, it will open a home page. So this is the home page. It looks like. Okay, so here what you have to do, you have to go here. This is a create. So click create. So here we can do multiple things. So what we are focusing into is circuits. So go to circuits. So it will open the platform where we can design the circuits. Yeah. So this is a platform which we can design the circuit. So here we have the components, resistor, push buttons, LEDs, batteries, and different components. The basic electronics connections and working we have seen in the level 1. So in this level 2 we will be moving to the programming. So go to the Arduino. So this is the Arduino board. So this is a microcontroller board where we will be programming this microcontroller board, and we can connect the LEDs and all other accessories to the pins. Here I'll be explaining like what is exactly this, and if you're new I'll explain like all the basic things which you need to know before going to use the Arduino board. Okay, and you can connect like basically this is a controller board, and you can connect like multiple switches as the input and multiple LEDs or motors or different stuff as the output, and we can write a code block-based program, and we can control the way we need something like traffic like controller or something like automatic gate opening. So all almost like all sort of things which you can imagine, we can implement it here. So with the help of a base controller board. So this is what we are going to use. It's a Arduino brand. Okay, so let's jump into this controller. So this is an Arduino controller board, and this is version is called Uno. It has like multiple different brands. So this one is Uno. So you see, so this is the controller chip. So this comes from some manufacturers, at mega manufacturer, and you see there is some jumpers. So these are all the jumper. So let's read one by one. So here you see this is added as a digital. So digital, so these are the pins are digital. So let's say from 0 to 13. So 13 plus 0, 14 digital pins are available in this Arduino. So what is digital pin? So let's say it's a LED. So it has like only two positions. One is like either on or either off. Not like a motor. So motor is like we can say like either on or off. But speed control, it is like not very easily possible in this digital. So digital is just two position on and off. So those kind of inputs or outputs can be given here in this 0 to 13. And if we jump here, this is like analog. So analog we have only input. So something like the fan regulator where we change positions like more than one. Let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like more than one and two positions, that is on and off. So whatever comes as an input, that is analog, something like a brightness or a different switches which has more than two positions. So those switches can be connected, switches or sensors can be connected here as an analog in. Okay, so this is 13 and this is let's say 6, A0 to A5. And here you see this is analog reference and this is a ground. We know already. Analog reference is this is similar like the positive, but it is for the analog. And here you can see this is, we already know this is the input. So this Arduino we can just power up by two ways. One is we can just give an adapter here, or we can just give the USB cable here, which the other end can be connected to a laptop. So the Arduino gets powered. And another, so this same plug, so the 9-volt adapter, wherever we connect, the same one, it is like connected with some regulator to here. So we can also just connect a battery directly here. That is a battery positive, we can just connect here. So this is a V in. So this is a positive and this is a negative. So this is a ground. So if we connect here also positive negative, so the entire board will power up. Okay, and the complete thing is like power. So you can see the 5 volt, you can see the 3.3 volt, and this is reset, and let's not let's ignore this as of now. So just this is a basic positive negatives. Okay, so you see, here you have the digital, here you have the analog. Okay, cool. So let's jump into the connections. So let's say I'm going to take just one LED, just a basic connection, and I'm going to take one resistor. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect the resistor in the pin number 8. So pin number 8, I'm just connecting the resistor, and let's say the terminal, it goes to where? It goes to positive. So positive is this side. So anode is a positive, and the other end should go to where? It should go to ground. Okay, so yeah, so now the basic simple circuit is done. So there is output, that is LED's output. It is connected to D8, that is a digital pin number 8. It is connected here, right? Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to do a program. Okay, let's click a code here. So this is a code. So now you see, so it is like block based programming, something like Scratch or different platforms where we use the block based programming. So here you see, first focus into this one. So there are like different categories, something like output and input and control, math and variables. Okay, so first we need to understand like everything first. So first is like, let's go to input. So what is input? So this is, we have to see each instruction. So each instructions we have to understand, and in the coding we have to combine all the instructions like the way we need. So something like read pin number 0 or read A0 and write, that is like illuminate LED, which is connected to D8, right? So let's say it's the input is like read digital pin 0 and read analog pin A0. So this all the things are read because this is an input. And if we go to output, let's say this one, set built-in LED high, set pin 0. So here we have connected the LED as a pin number 8. So if we use this command, and let's say, so if you just put this one, I'm just removing this and just adding here. Okay, and yep. I'm just highlighting it. So here if I just put something like pin number, this is pin number 8, right? So if I put pin number 8, it is high, then it is like it is going to eliminate, right? Okay, so likewise we have the all the commands. So this is for LED and this is for servo motors, this is for speakers. So all the different LEDs. So this is for RGB LEDs, different LCDs or OLEDs, different output devices which it can drive. Okay, so that is like added here. And here you can see the control. So control is what is inside the code and how we are going to control. So there are multiple control statements are there in the programming. So first one is, this is on start. So this just while starting. So for example, this is a start right here, start simulation. Once we start, is there anything should happen, something like welcome, something like just start LED illuminating, something which happens only one time. So that we will put inside the on start. Okay, and next is forever. Forever is a block which will execute all the time. So on start will execute only once, and after that this will execute all the time. For example, if you want to just illuminate the LED, okay, so then what we need to do, so first, okay, so I'll duplicate this block and I'll put this below. So what do you see now? So set pin 8 to high. So that is, this pin will go to high. High is a digital is only two things, one is high or low. High is, let's assume 5 volt, and low is, let's assume 0 volt. Okay, and 8 is going to high, and wait for 1 second, and pin 8 is going to, we need to turn off the LED. So we are just turning on the LED for 1 second and turning off the LED for 1 second, and we are putting inside the forever block. Forever means it will always blink for 1 second, on for 1 second, off for 1 second, and again it goes to forever. So it will just continuously, it will be running. Okay, and let's go to the next one. So this is wait. So whatever we have seen, this is whenever we need to give some delay, time delay, we'll be using wait. And repeat 10 times. So here it is forever. If you want to repeat 10 times or 2 times, so this number is, we can adjust. If you want to just do something, repeat 2 times, we can just add this block and repeat while. So this I'll explain little detail while, and if these are all conditional statements, so we can have a separate session to understand this one. And this is counter. So this is like if some times we are just pushing a button. So for example, we have a button, and if you push 10 times, something should happen. So those times we can use this counters. So increment by 1, decrement by 1, different kind of a counters. And next is math. This is a basic math if it is like 1 plus 1. So for example, this we can use, this also similar, we can use as a counter, or a different purpose we can use. For example, let's say, so you have two potentiometers, that is a regulators, and if this fan is like greater than some 4, a fan should go as 4 speed. If it is 1, fan should go as a 1 speed. So something like to measure the input quantity and apply that in the output devices, something like that. So this is a basic math and comparison and logical and as well. And next is variables. So variables are basically if you want to remember something. So for example, um, let's say, so you are going to illuminate the RGB LED, and you are going to have, for example, let's assume you are going to do a traffic light controller. So in the traffic light controller, you have to have the time. So let's say, so every time the green should glow for 10 seconds, and the yellow for 1 second, and again the red for 10 seconds. So those 10 we can either use as a weight, or we can create as a variable, and we can just reuse the same variable multiple times. So variables, I'll also like add another video for this variable and the conditional statements. So this is just a first class, so just understand and go through all the blocks, and all the blocks try to understand. If you have any doubt, just post, I'll answer you personally. Okay, so just go through that. Maybe let's go with this execution. So what is the code? So this is the code. On start, I'm not doing anything, and in the forever I'm just setting the 8th pin high and 1 second delay, and setting the 8th pin low, then 1 second delay. So I'll just start the simulation. So what is happening? So this is like 1 second, you can just see the second, it is like 4 is on, 5 is off, 6 is on, 7 is off, right? So you can see like every 1 second this is blinking. So this is the basic program. Yes, okay, so let's continue in the second video. Thanks for watching.